Hey y'all, here's another Just Move 10-minute follow along video that you can do either in the morning just to get some good daily movement in to start your day, or you can do it before a workout. This is designed to be done either at home or at the gym, so let's get started. We're just going to start on hands and knees here. We're going to start with just some classic yoga cat and cow. So first, the setup, let's keep relating everything back to how we really move. So we want to get those shoulders back, and I'm going to twist into the ground so my elbow pits are facing forward. My belly button is nice and drawn in. And then I'm just going to lift my tailbone up, drop my shoulder blades even more, and look up. And then I'm going to exhale and round everything and really push away. So I'm tucking my tailbone, tucking my chin. I'm keeping that external rotation in the shoulders by twisting my hands like we would in a push-up. Breathing in and out. And we're just going to do a few of these. What I like to do is after a few, I like to get into a position and then really try and make my spine move so we can wiggle around a little more. Let's round. We can shift around, push back. Then what we really like to do is we see in the gym people have a hard time controlling their spine position relative to their shoulders, and they always move them together. And so we like to take an extra step and try and get these things moving as two different pieces that we can control. So now we're going to keep our back nice and neutral. We're going to twist into the ground, and then we're going to drop the shoulder blades down and then push away from the floor. Drop the shoulder blades down and push away from the floor. As I'm doing this, I'm trying not to let my elbows bend, and I'm trying to focus on keeping those elbow pits facing forward. We're just trying to get some good movement in the shoulder blades without the spine going with it. All right, now let's just walk your hands forward. We'll put our thumbs together. Twist into the ground, push into the ground. I'm trying to get my elbow pits up here as I push down. Trying to mimic what an overhead position would look like. So I'm really pushing hard into the ground, twisting in just like I would a push-up. We can add just wiggling back and forth, going as far to the left and as far to the right as you can go. Make sure that belly button stays drawn in. Now we're just going to move your hands out just a little bit. Keep that twist going, and we're just going to pop into downward dog here. Start pedaling our feet around, still mimicking that overhead position with our hands. So I'm twisting in just like I would a push-up, drawing my belly button in, pedaling my feet. Then we're just going to bring one foot up. We'll take your right foot, bring it up, and we're going to go into a high lunge. So we'll get that foot on the ground, and we'll just come up here, squeeze that back butt cheek, draw the belly button in, palms are going to face back. We're going to reach up. Remember, in the push-up, shoulders are going to be back, and we're creating that rotation, so that's the exact same rotation we want to see here. And then we're just going to come down, and I'm really focusing on pulling my shoulder blades down, keeping my hands back, and I'm going to press up, down, and up. Now let's drop our knee down to the ground. We'll put our left hand down. Squeeze that back butt cheek, shove your hips forward, and we're just going to rotate up as high as you can, and then we're going to switch sides. Rotate up and switch hands. One more time. All right. So now let's go one more time with that right hand. We're going to reach up, but then we're going to bend that left leg. We're going to reach back with our right hand. We're going to grab it. We're going to do a little quad stretch here. So before I put too much tension on, I want to squeeze that back butt cheek so I make sure my low back and hip is good. And then I'm going to shove it down, and then I'm going to add some tension in there. And if it's before workout, you might want to keep it a little more dynamic and come on and off of it. If it's in the morning like it is for me here, I'm just going to stay kind of on it right now for a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to let that go. I'm going to go ahead and come up into a push-up plank. Let's go ahead and just do 5 push-ups. If you need to go down to your knees, let's go down to the knees. And then push into down dog. Same thing, hands twisting into the ground just like you did on your push-ups, keeping those elbow pits facing forward. Then we're going to reach up with our left leg. We're going to do the same thing we did. So we're going to go in that high lunge. So you're focusing on that full foot on the ground. I'm going to squeeze that back butt cheek. Belly button's drawn in. I'm reaching up. Pull my shoulder blades together. Keep those hands facing back. Come down. Press up. And down. Press up. Then we're going to come down. Back knee onto the ground. Right hand down. We're going to make sure that back butt cheek is flexing. The belly button's drawn in. We're going to reach up with that left hand. And then up with the right. Up with the left. Up with the right. One more time up with the left. And then we're just going to bend that leg and we'll grab it here for a quad stretch. Again, come off tension a little bit. Don't pull it too hard yet. Shove, squeeze the butt cheek, shove the hips down first, and then let's pull this. Make sure the belly button stays drawn in. Again, if I was warming up for a workout, I might make it a little more dynamic. If it's in the morning, I'm going to make it a little more static here. All right, now let's come into a squat position. We're just going to wiggle around a little bit. I don't like turning my feet out. Feet straight is a little more usable position in real life. So even though I'm not going to be able to squat as low this way, it's going to be more functional for real life. So I'm going to take whatever squat position that is functional for what I'm trying to do. And what I'm going to do is from that squat position, I'm going to take my hands palm up, keep them off the ground, and I'm going to reach as far as I can forward. I'm trying to stay completely balanced on my feet. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to take one hand, go at an angle this way as far as I can. This way. Then left hand as far as you can out that way. Then hands on the ankles, stick those hips up, wiggle around. We'll give your squat a little bit of relief here for a second. Then we're going to come back down again, focus on feet staying nice and flat on the floor. Left hand will grab your right ankle, palm up. We're just going to rotate as high as you can up here. And then we'll go to the other side. One more time. Last one. All right, I'll see y'all soon.